Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to mrchoi.com.au. Today, this is an exciting one. This is a jam-packed session for all you auctioneers and future auctioneers out there. Okay, I'm going to talk about auctioneer body language and then I'm going to give you some bonus land later on. First one, just about body language, because sometimes, most of the time, all the time, how you express yourself is more important than the words that come out of your mouth. So, I like to be the last one out of the house. The reason for that is, if I'm out and then people walking out of me, this show doesn't really start. But if everyone's out, they're talking to the buyers, then I come out, that draws everyone, okay, they stop talking and they look at the auctioneer, movie time, okay? Find a spot on the same level as the crowd. I'm not a big believer in standing up on the driveway or anything like that, or on some podium or anything. I like to stand on the same level because we need to interact, we need to connect. An auctioneer, a buyer should not feel that the auctioneer is better than them in any way. They need to feel on the same level, okay? We need to have a conversation with them, we need to talk with them. To keep in mind noise, wind, weather, projection, voice projection, traffic, and the view of the house. We want to make sure the buyers have a good view of the house. Emotion. When you come out, you're the last one out, stand, control, look at everyone in the eye, smile, keep control, then start. Not walking out the house, well, a very good afternoon and welcome. That's no control. That will give you control. Stand, get control, then speak. The legals, I like to keep still on the legals, okay? Description, move a little bit more, and then in the bidding, I can move a lot more. Okay, so that's generally my body language in my auction. Still, in the legals, move a little bit in the description, property description, or reasons to buy the home, I should say, not property description. They've got a property description on the brochure. The unique selling points of the house, move a little bit, and then on the actual bidding, that's where you're free flowing a little, but you're moving with purpose. I'll come to that in a second. When you ask for an opening bid, that's when I open up my jacket. So my jacket is top button, done up. So it's done up. Walking out the house, nice, clean, trim, professional, right? Alright, who's going to give me an open bid? Where do I go? That's like, you know, you're rolling up your sleeves, you're taking off your jacket type thing. Open up the button. Alright, open bid, where? Oh, it's not like that, but open bid, where do I go? Okay? And that's saying, hey guys, it's action time. I've undone my button. That says a lot. Okay? Move only with purpose. So during the auction, it's not just about moving like that, it's about moving with purpose. Have a base camp. Okay, and move with purpose. Like this, come on sir, would you, come on, etc, etc. Surely it's worth, come back to base. Move with purpose, come back to base. Talk to the buyer one-on-one, come back to base. Always have a base. Don't just rock. Everything you should do should move with purpose. Okay, so I have this rule, it's about, you shouldn't say anything unless it adds value to the house. Likewise, you shouldn't move unless it adds value to the house. So don't say anything unless it adds value to the house. Does it pass that test? Does it add value to the house? Don't move unless it passes the test. Will it add value to the house? Okay, for example, once, twice, third time, that's adding value to the house because it's a threat and that prompts people to action. So your action prompts people to action. Ah, funny that. Trial closed, threat. Make sure it looks like it's a threat. Okay? Yes, you're pleasant during the auction, but on that trial close, you need to make sure the buyers feel like the property's going to sell. Because I see some auctioneers once. I can't even try not to do the thread. Call it for the first time, second time, third time. Well, the hands are just like this. Well, I'm about to sell the property, I'll call it once. It's about to sell twice. Third time. Well, I'll call it for the first time. Here we go. Twice, sir. You sure you're done? Well, here we go. Third and final call. I just did one of my pet hates. I just said, are you done? That's one of the things I don't agree with. Don't say, are you done? Are you silent? To me, that's quite negative. Should be surely you're still in. Okay, so there you go, what not to do. Sometimes to know what to do, you need to know what not to do. Bonus land. We already hit the bonus and I'm not even up to there. Okay. Trial close with an open hand, not a closed hand. So what I mean that is not once, twice, third time, because that's kind of like the rude finger. It's once, twice, third time, alright? Okay, just some negative points. What I believe is negative, the Hitler, it's with you now. It's up there now, it's with you, blah, 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 blah. Okay, at 550,000. At 550,000 now, yes, and now it's 60 and 60 to bid. At 560,000, that's the Hitler. Then there's a stop sign. At $550,000, what do you say? At $550,000, are you all done and silent? Say, all done and silent, negative, and then that. Surely you're still in, sir, what do you say? opposed to, are you all done, all silent? Surely you're still in, so what do you say, another 5? Okay? Stop, pointing's rude, crossing the arms, open legs, when your legs are wide open. How do I say this? In the animal kingdom, a lot of the males show off their anatomy to show the power. Whether it be male or female auctioneer doing that, I don't know, you've got to be on the same level as people, okay? Bit of a funny one, that one, isn't it? Pockets, hand pocket, look, I don't mind hand to pocket too, because, you've been a human, but just the whole time, we're serious. This is serious. No leaning, okay? This is a serious thing. Sometimes in the description or the unique selling points, I like to put my hand in the pocket just to act a little casual and make, so that they know I'm just freestyling it, okay? Positive. So that's the negative points to work on. Some positive things: eyes, smile, eyebrows, shoulders, nodding, crouching, open palm. All with purpose though. Don't just do them like you're doing Macarena, alright? Sold. You've got to sell with a theatre. I do a 3, 2, 1, so I go, I call it for the first time, sir. What do you say twice then, sir? Can I tempt you in third and final call? I'm going, then at 3, 2, 1. Do a bit of that. 3, 2, 1. So well bought, sir. And I have a bit of theatre, This is the build-up. You've got to make sure that, the crowd enjoy it. This is your listing presentation. Then, I button up. So remember, unbutton for the open, button up, take control, on base camp. Well, buyers, neighbours and spectators, congratulations to the winning bidder. Commiserations to the underbidders. You guys did a fantastic job. On behalf of our company, thank you. Please drive safely, etc, etc, etc. Okay, so theatre, base camp, suit up, professional. How you start, then how you finish, okay? Underbidder. I always think it's very important to walk up to the underbidders first. Don't go, you can got all day to congratulate the person that purchased the home. You're going to fill out the paperwork with them. I make a point to run up to my underbidders, thank them and say, look, we'll find you something, okay? Big point. Body language. Okay, bonus. So, it worked today actually. Big bid to count down quicker. So what actually happened is we'll go in rises of $100 or $500, and I said, sir, if you give me $10,000, I'll make a public announcement. If you give me $10,000, I'll count it down a lot quicker. I'm known for dragging on the auctions, by the way. I'll drag it. We did I think it was about a 45-minute auction today. So I'm known for dragging it out, but I say, and the buyers know that, so I say, sir, if you give me $10,000, I won't drag it out. I'll count it down really quickly. But because I say that publicly, if they do give me the $10,000, the underbidder knows, the person that's under them, they know that I'm going to count it down quickly, so they just bid it quickly anyway. But it's just a quick way to get that extra $10,000. Sometimes you have a quick bidder and a slow bidder, and the slow bidder always remains slow, and the reason for that is because while this person bids really quickly, this person is taking time to think. While this person's thinking, this one that is a bid quickly is using this thinking time to bid, to think as well, so that when they bid, they can bid straight away. And I explain that to the buyers. I say, look, you're taking so long to think. While you're thinking, the other buyer's thinking as well. You're thinking that the buyer keeps on coming back really quickly. They're not. They're using your thinking time as their thinking time to make it look like they've got more money. My suggestion is we shift the momentum, we bid back quickly. Okay? I'll explain that to them at the start of the auction and during the auction. I take the $1,000 bids, I take the $500 bids, because a $1,000 bid, if you go in rises of $10,000, is actually $4,500 bid. A $1,000 bid, when you go in a rise of $10,000, it's actually $4,500 bid, because what is actually happening is you have it. Okay? Oh, actually no, it's a $5,000 bid. I'll just scrap that. It's a $5,000 bid, because the other person bids on top. They make up $10,000. Okay, and becomes a $5,000 bid. So a $1,000 bid is not a $1,000 bid if you get the $10,000 from the other buyer or $9,000 from the other buyer. Okay, so that's something to think about. A vendor bid, only at the amount asking and not lower. So what I mean by that is a vendor bid only at the amount asking for and not lower. So I might be at $550,000 asking for $600,000. I don't know. $550 looking for $20,000. So at $550,000 is there 70. At $550,000, like to see 20 in the rise to make it $570,000. $570 is what I seek, but at 5.5 to bid. At $550,000, once, twice, third, and final call, vendor bid at $560. That's not fair. You're asking for $570 and then you put a vendor bid at $560. If you're going to place a vendor bid lower than the increment that you're searching for, lower the increment that you're searching for first. Once, twice, third time. I'll tell you what, if it makes it any easier, we're at 550 now, I'll take 560. 560 in it to be winning. What do you say? Once, twice, third and final call, 560 vendor bid. Okay? It's not fair on the buyer. They might have bid to 560, but they didn't know they had the opportunity to bid to 560 because you were asking for 570. Okay. 5 bids to value. A little bit of a rule I have. Say the house is worth 600,000, you're at 500,000. The gap is $100,000. Half of $100,000 is $20,000. So I'll go in rises of 20. Okay. The house is worth 600,000. You're at 550,000. The gap is $50,000. Divide the 50,000 by 5. You end with 10. I'll go in rises of 10. Okay, so whatever the gap is between what market value is, not reserve, it's got nothing to do with reserve price, roughly what you think market value is and where you're at, divide that by 5 and that should roughly give you a ballpark of whereabouts your increment should go in. Sure, that's flexible, and if you only can get $1,000, take the 1,000, it's better than not taking the money, but that just gives you a bit of an understanding to go in. If you can go more, go more, okay, but that just gives you something to, a guideline, okay? Low on a trial close, tonality to be low on a trial close. So I was training some auctioneers last week and one of them was, well called for the first time. That was his first call. I'm like, what are you going to do on the third one? You can't go higher than that. You know, I didn't even do it as loud because we were on camera in a small room, but he started off really high. Like, I called it for the first time. Heights then, for the third and final. See, and I didn't even notice, but just then I went from here to here, to here, okay? And so that's, once again, body language back to here, but also in that tonality. Give yourself room to move. Don't cut yourself by starting so high. And have some variance in your auction, okay, which I think is the next one. Oh, yeah, shade. To have some shade in your auction. Up, down, not the same tonality, not always too high, you run out of breath, not always too low, not enough power. Have some shade, okay? And it's because it's like the beeping noise. Sometimes you have a beeping noise, it actually, you can't hear it anymore because your brain just treats it as silence. Okay, the brain's used to hearing it, so it doesn't even hear it. And so if you just keep the same tonality, people will switch off. Okay. Milk the buyer. When you're milking the buyers at the very end, you know, you milk and as I said, I'm known for doing that. You can get in trouble sometimes, or you can get unhappy highest bidders. So it's very important when you're doing that, sir. So much, madam. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm just trying to do the right thing by our owner. I'm sure you can imagine this is a big occasion. I want to make sure everyone has a fair and equal opportunity. Sir, I thank you for the patience. The bid's with you. And keep on working on that underbidder. Keep on working with them. Next one, sir, look, I appreciate your patience. I know it's dragging on a little bit, but if I ever sell your house, I'll do the same thing for you. But you know what? If you buy this home, you won't sell it. This house you'll stay in, so don't even have a problem about that. So the bid's with you. Once again, great bidding strategy. You're doing a terrific job. Thank you for your patience. Work on the buyer. Keep on acknowledging. Neighbours, thank you so much for your patience. As you can imagine, we're just trying to work for our vendors. That's what our company does, and if we ever sell your house, we'll do the same thing for you. Thank you for your patience, sir. Thank you for your patience. Work on the bidder. Just acknowledge the crowd, acknowledge the highest bidder. Guys, I hope that was of some content. I talked really quickly, kind of a hypocrite to what I'm talking about, but I just wanted to really fit in as much as I could in a short video. Take care, have some fun, and yeah, train, practice.